Hey viewers, I got this bike here with Shimano Alivio type trigger shifters, and they don't work. Now the common reason for these things not to work is that they get clogged up with old grease, which causes the pawls, P-A-W-L-S, to stick and not work. They're like little fingers that work in the ratcheting mechanism. And my normal method is to just go ahead and flood them with WD-40, which removes the old grease, allows them to work, and I can usually get them to work like that. On this, I've tried it, and it's still not catching. So I gotta go a little bit farther, and I'm gonna have to take these things apart to get in there and free up those pawls. I'm going to cut this shifter cable here. They're old and cruddy anyway, so I can go ahead and remove it out of the system. And then I got the shifter flipped upside down here so that I could, so you can see here, but I'll go ahead and pull the housing off, and then the shift cable just pushes like right out of the body here. I just got to kind of get it lined up here. It's like pull the old cable out. And a lot of these different types of shifters come apart differently, and so I'm not quite sure exactly how far I need to take it apart, but I'll start with this bolt here. A lot of times that may be enough, but I don't think so on this one. And no, it's still there. So there's a couple more screws down there. So I'll try removing these. And cool, I got the mechanism out here. See if I can kind of get it freed up out of here. Yes, just like that. And be careful not to lose any of the little screws. So the problem is this pawl right here. It's just not moving as smoothly as it should, so you kind of move it and it just slowly goes back. It should be snapping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use WD-40, which is mostly a solvent with a little bit of oil in it. Not a good lubricant, but it should help clear out some of the old gunked up grease in there. So I'm just going to flood this in there like this, and then start working that little mechanism back and forth. Try to get it loosened up a little bit. See how it's moving much better now. Okay, and then you want to look for any other pawls that might be stuck on here. And this one seems to be moving pretty good. And I'm not sure if there's a pawl here. I think there's a pawl over there, but this one seems to be moving pretty well. So, okay, let's go ahead and put this back together and give it a shot. Okay, so let's go ahead and try putting this back together here. See this little white pin here? That's for the indicator there, this little indicator there. That little white pin needs to go in this little hole right here. So as I try, I'll fit this on there, kind of sit this on there, and then try shifting this here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so it's going through all the speeds. So I freed up the pawls in there, and so now this is working. So let's go ahead and put this thing back together. Okay, now to put this back together, I already got this here installed just how I had it before with the pin going in there for the indicator. I got this little part here. There's a slot here which needs to go over the shift lever there. So I got to kind of like just kind of work this over that like that. Can I get the hole lined up here with where the bolt goes there and get it pressed on there. There's a little part over here, the part that kind of sticks up, so I got to kind of get that into place there. So that seems to be in place there. It's kind of all flushed down. So there's one screw already there, and put the other little screw here, and I'll tighten these guys down into the holes. And before I get all buttoned up, make sure the indicator works there. So all that's going in there. So Now I have the bolt that came out of there, and there's two little copper washers that were on there, so I'm going to slide these over here like this, slide this down into here, kind of thread it in by hand. And then there's a 10mm wrench on this one, so I'll tighten that down like that. Again, make sure it still shifts. Okay, so now that I got this all back together here, I'm going to loosen this little clamp here, spin it back around into position about where it was before, roughly equal with what the other side is. And I'll clamp this down here like this, and check it, still shifting. And where I sprayed it quite a bit in the insides with WD-40, that's not a good lubricant. So I'm going to use Tri-Flow, which is a really good lubricant for index type shifters. And I'm just spray it in through the opening on the side there and work it in. Kind of split the inside there. And so there that is. All I have to do is hook up the cables, and I got a working shifter again. Hope you found this useful or interesting. If you did, please give my video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click the big subscribe button so you can see new videos that come out. I'm always coming out with new videos. I'm over on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy. Go over there, like that page. I post a lot of stuff over there. And I have a webpage, rjthebikeguy.com. Go over there, sign up for that page. I have my videos categorized. I have some forums where you can ask questions. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.